Typically, when you start a diet or you decide you want to lose weight, you start thinking of all the things that you're not allowed to have. And you may lose weight that taking this process, but 9 times out of 10, you are going to regain the weight and you're just going to be miserable for the rest of your time trying to maintain this weight loss. So today I want to share with you why this mindset is holding you back, and I'll give you a better alternative way of approaching weight loss, especially if you're a woman over 40. We all know that things change during middle age, our hormones are changing, our life may be changing. But the one thing that I teach my clients is no matter what is going on in your life, you can have control over how you want your body to look and feel no matter what is going on. So, welcome to the Weight Loss for Women Over 40 podcast. I'm your host, Nikki T, and I'm the person to call when you want to lose weight for the last time. So, I can't wait to dive into today's topic because I love the concept of what we're going to be talking about of holding you back. But I also want to let you know that I've got some fun things happening on my social media pages. So if you're an Instagram person, go check me out. It's Weight Loss for Women Over 40. And make sure you follow wherever you are hanging out. I'm also on TikTok too. So I got some TikToks. TikTok's videos and reels are a little bit longer. So if you want a little more content from me, go hang out there. But please come over, say hello, follow, leave me a message. I would love to hear from you. All right, so let's talk about today's topic. So when you, again, decide to lose weight, you start listing all the things that you can't do anymore. I can't eat this food. I can't eat after 6 p.m., which, by the way, drives me crazy. It is a huge myth. You absolutely can eat after 6 p.m. Other things you might say is, I can't sit and relax anymore because I have to go work out. I can't sleep in because I have to get up at 4 a.m. to do my workouts. I can't have sweets, and on and on and on. It's this whole list of things that you can't do. This makes me tense just listing these all to you. How does this make you feel when you hear this? Like, are your shoulders creeping up? Unfortunately, this is the approach that most women our age are taking. This is dieters mentality. Again, not your fault. We were taught this at a very, very young age, and it was conditioned, really hammered into our heads that this is the only way to lose weight. And I am here to tell you, not only am I living proof, but I have clients living the proof. It doesn't have to be that way. You purposely put yourself in this mindset when you choose to diet, right? And it's not effective. You may have heard me talk about the Last Supper mentality. This is when Sunday rolls around and you are starting back on your diet on Monday. So you can eat as much as you possibly can on Sunday because you know that you're going to have to be restricted and very strict and really, really serious about losing that weight stuff again come Monday. Right? A lot of women I talk to are like, I do fabulous during the week and then it goes all to shit on the weekends. This is because you have this dieter's mentality going on, this Last Supper mentality on Sunday of like, oh my gosh, I have to eat everything because then it goes back to being strict on Monday. This is dieter's mentality at its best. I'm going to have to make a book on dieter's mentality, just all the red flags of dieter's mentality. I will definitely put a pin in that. Let you know when that one's out. But this is your last meal, like in your brain that you're going to ever enjoy, right? Hear the drama in that? Like, this is what our brain does when we're not in alignment with what we want, right? Did you know that you can choose in an absolute split second, like right now, to start taking better care of your health in this moment? You don't need to declare a specific start day. It doesn't have to be Monday. It doesn't have to be January 1st either. How about you declare a start second? So meaning this second right now, you can choose to start. You cannot stay in dieter's mentality and expect to lose weight for the long term. You can use willpower and grit all you want in short duration, but then you will boomerang back. You will overeat and probably stop working out, which is going to lead you to gaining all that weight that you temporarily lost and then some. I literally was on a call with a woman today that she was like, I try and I try and I try and I fail. And then I try and I try and try and I fail. And she's on this roller coaster of, you do a little and then you fall back, and then you do a little and you fall back. That's dieter's mentality that's driving that, right? This continues to perpetuate the diet roller coaster of losing and gaining and losing and gaining. And it's just like that part is just the physical response, right? Your body gaining and losing. But the emotional response is way more damaging. Think about it. When you are losing, you're on this high. You're like, oh my gosh, it's working. It's fabulous. And then when you're not, you feel so much shame that you are like, I suck. I can't do this. What's wrong with me? I'm looking at other people. They're doing it just fine. And then you're like, I could just muster through this diet, right? My favorite saying, like, suck it up, buttercup, right? And then when you get that point, and I know because I was there, I did this so often. I would get to the point where, I would do for a little bit and then I would revert back. And then I'd be like, okay, just got to get my big girl pants on and let's soldier through this. But then what would happen is I could only soldier through so much, right? Before that boomerang kicks back. And then go eat a ton and ton of food because you're in such emotional shame and like your willpower is just like, blah, it's gone, right? The other thing is when you get on that scale and you see no changes, you will judge yourself on how you are just missing the losing weight gene and how unfair it is and how your body hates you and how you can't do it. The emotional damage you do to yourself when you're in dieter's mentality is painful for me to watch as a health professional. I want to look you in the eye and tell you it does not have to be this way. So what is the better alternative to dieter's mentality? First, let's talk about ditching diets altogether, right? That is a given. But once you get past believing that you don't need a diet to lose weight, and you open your mind to all the yummy foods that you get to eat, yes, I have a no foods off limits policy. There are so many different flavors and combinations of foods that are going to tickle your taste buds. But you don't allow yourself to do that when you're on a diet. Next, no matter where you are physically, right? If you have 10 pounds to lose or 100 pounds or more, start looking at all the great things about your body. And I know this can be extremely challenging for you, as it was for me, especially if you have been hating your body for a very long time. I remember a long time ago hearing someone say, just love your body and you'll be thin. And I was like, that is a load of shit. It's just how, right? There's nothing to love about this body, especially my thunder thighs, right? I had a big thing with my thighs. And these were my thoughts about my thighs, which was partially implanted from my dance experience, but I digress. But now I understand, having studied mindset work for over the past 10 years, that you can love your body no matter what size it is. You just need to look for things. And it could be like, I love the color of my eyes. Start there. Start with the things that you love about yourself, right? Because here's the thing, if you start loving yourself, you will want to take care of yourself and your body. Think about it this way. If you are a mom or if you have a pet, you love your kids and your pets with all your heart, right? Of course, there are some days where you're like, but you love those little humans and those little pets, and you want to take care of them. You want to see them thrive. You want to feed them. You want to love them. You want to give them water and play with them and all the things, right? This is the same thing with your body. When you start loving yourself, you're going to take different actions. Same thing with workouts or just moving your body. Like, how many different ways can you move your body? Really embrace that. Look at how many ways you can move your fingers, right? Move your arms, your legs. Our bodies are so amazing. Like, the fact that we do all this stuff without even thinking about it, like our heart beats by itself. We blink without really thinking about it. We take breaths in and out. We have cognitive thoughts all day long, right? The body is just amazing to me, right? But you get to move your body. You get to do the things you love with your body, moving it, playing games, playing pickleball, playing frisbee, doing walks, whatever, going shopping, right? You don't have to move your body, but you get to. And you don't have to stop with just like food and loving your body and moving your body. Like, we walk around so focused on the future of like, ooh, what's next on the list? How do I get that goal? And why am I not already there? And then we go to the past. Well, remember when that happened? When I did that last time? Oh, those were the good old days. We are never in the present moment, let alone feeling gratitude for this moment that in time that we are in. So I want to take a moment to talk about gratitude. I feel there are two types of gratitude. One is when you're grateful something horrible has not happened to you. So, like when you hear about someone being diagnosed with terminal cancer and you feel this sense of gratitude that it is not you. That is scarcity gratitude. They have this illness. I am so glad that I don't, right? Because I don't want that. What I want to talk about is the other gratitude. The gratitude that brings you to your knees in such utter happiness and joy that is just because you are in that moment. If you go for a walk, notice all that is around you. I cannot tell you how many times I walk in the park a lot. I walk in my complex a lot. And there are many times when I will pass people, they don't even look at you, right? They don't notice you. Again, I think I talked about this on another episode. Like, I'm the person that's like, hi, how are you? I don't need to have a full-blown conversation, but I am like, yes, I want to say hi to you. I want human interaction. I want that contact, that eye contact, right? Just to say hi. Because I think the more that we are friendly to our neighbors, friendly to people, it just spreads, right? How do you feel when somebody walks past you and ignores you and you want them to respond? Then you get, let's create some positivity. Going down a different rabbit hole. But so if you're walking out in nature, like, notice how beautiful are the trees? How are the clouds in the sky? Like, I love walking when the sun is rising or the sun is setting because the colors in the sky are just amazing to me. Like, the fact that we live on this planet and there's so many amazing things around us, the sun setting, the colors in the sky, the clouds going by, the trees and how the leaves are, the birds chirping. Like, there's so many things that we take for granted and don't have gratitude around, right? And it could be too that you're listening to your favorite music, right? It's pumping you up. Feeling the breeze on your face, the sun warming your cheeks, your face, right? It's more of an abundant gratitude rather than a scarcity gratitude. So here are some steps for more abundant gratitude. Loving what you currently have and gratitude for what is coming. So going back to what I said earlier about loving your body where it is, like a lot of people think when I say that, it's like, oh, just be content. You don't have to lose weight. You're fine. You whatever. You get to choose if you want to lose weight, right? But you can love yourself no matter what size you are and still have gratitude for what is coming. Still have that expectation of, yes, I'm still getting that leaner body, right? For me, I'm at a perfectly healthy weight. I feel good. but I still want to tweak some things, right? I still have gratitude for what's coming. I'm looking forward to my next workout plan. I'm really looking forward to it because it's going to be a lot of fun. So we tend to think of wanting what we don't already have, right? If you're like, I want a smaller stomach. But if you look through the lens of abundance and gratitude, it might look more like my stomach is awesome because it helps break down food and gives my body nutrients to be healthy. Me personally, I housed 2 healthy kids inside my stomach, right? Until they were ready to be birthed. And focus on the benefits. Like my stomach helps me stand up and helps me support my back. Like we don't think about that on a daily basis. And then get into that mode and then still be grateful for like, yeah, I'm looking forward to, I'm grateful for my stomach being leaner, for my stomach being even more healthier, being even stronger so it can support my back and I don't have joint pain, like things like that. Here's another one. I'm so grateful for my stomach being healthier and leaner so I can easily fasten a seatbelt and feel more comfortable in my car or in an airplane or in a roller coaster ride. I get that a lot from clients that they just, there's this whole element of like I don't think about this because I was not that size, right? And when people come to me, it's like, oh, that's interesting because I never would have thought of that. But like sitting in an airplane seat and not getting an extender seatbelt, that's huge. I had a client that was one of her goals, and we got her down. She didn't need an extender. These little things will add up, right? And these are the things that we want to focus on in a gratitude sense, right? Not, oh my gosh, I have to get an extender and shame yourself about it. No, yes, I have an extender right now. I'm sitting here in this airplane seat with the extender. I'm grateful for the body that I have because I can move, I'm healthy, I'm alive, and I'm still grateful for what is coming when I don't need that extender. Right? I hope this really sits in and you understand the concept, right? Focus on what you get to do, what you get to have, what you get to eat. Stop telling yourself you have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to work out, and you don't have to only eat certain foods. You always have a choice. You get to work out. You get to eat the foods that you have. Rewire your brain. I teach this in my private coaching and in the Jumpstart group, which, by the way, the Jumpstart group is starting in September 18th. If you want in, you have to apply. And this is the last one for this year. So go to weightlossforwomenover40.net/group, learn more and apply, get in because I am booking calls for applications. It's going to be tight in the next couple weeks. So make sure you get in and apply. The group is amazing. I really, it's like my favorite group that I've ever done ever. It's always a great group of women, and this is why you have to apply. But if you're interested in learning my method and really honing in on that, get in now. All right, so recognizing when you're in dieter's mentality is the absolute first step. And it can be sneaky sometimes because, again, we're around all these other people that are talking dieter's mentality. So to you, it is white noise. I love when my clients come to me and they're like, I think this is dieter's mentality, but can you tell me? And I'm like, yes, 100% that is, right? And once I teach my clients the nuances of dieter's mentality, and I tell them that once you learn this concept, you will start hearing people talk about it all around you, and it will be like fingernails on a chalkboard. It's painful to hear, especially when you know you don't need any of it to get the body that you want. All right, so awareness is the first step. Then having the tools to shift into more abundance. And again, it's not about replacing the words. It really goes much deeper than that. And again, I work on all these aspects with my private and group clients. Because it would be gosh, I don't know, 6-hour podcast if I did that here. So I promise you that the mindset piece is the missing link. Yes, you need to have a workout designed for your needs and desires, results. And yes, you need to eat food that nourishes you, not just your body, but also your taste buds, right? But no foods are off limits. But once that mindset piece is in place, weight loss is so much simpler. It really is. So, like last week's episode, I have created another little mini workbook for you. I did it in the last episode, weight loss failures. And by the way, if you went and clicked the link and it wasn't working, because it wasn't working, tech sometimes doesn't work. It wasn't working, but it is all fixed, so you can go grab it. It's the fails workbook as well. So this additional mini workout on what is holding you back is going to help you. You can absolutely go grab it, and it is absolutely free. It is at weightlossforwomen over40.net/holding, HOLDING. And make sure you put holding in lowercase, or it will not come up. That was the problem with the link the last time, so I had to actually create 2 links. But make sure it's in lowercase, holding, right? weightlossforwomen over40.net/holding, HOLDING. It will be in the show notes, so just click that and it'll come up. All right, this is going to help you. This workbook is going to help you work through what is holding you back. And again, if you want additional support, I highly, highly, highly recommend you apply for the September Jumpstart group. The Jumpstart group, the goal is to lose your first 10 pounds, which can be really hard, especially if you've been struggling with this for decades and decades, like losing 10, gaining 10, losing 10, gaining 10. Most of my clients, even though the goal is 10, most of them are losing 17 in the 12 weeks that we're together. And the beauty of my method is that you're not only losing those first 10 pounds, but you know they are not coming back because of the way I teach. And you're also going to know exactly how to continue to lose the rest of the weight with or without my help when the group is finished. I do have some clients, some group clients that continue working with me privately after the group for additional coaching support, but I also have others who continue all on their own and are completely successful. So totally up to you. But again, if you want to get into that group, go to weightlossforwomen over40.net/group. Get in today, like schedule your call with me today, because once September once September hits, it's going to be jam-packed. So get in. All right, that is all for me today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you later.